Okay, I'm going to get into reviewing my pocket blister and foot care kit. Let's take a look there. It is 3.6 ounces. And in my philosophy of use, we'll talk about application and use here. This is a small, compact, lightweight, and easily carried foot and blister care kit. It has the minimum treatment capabilities to take care of hot spots and blisters given a small package, so taking care of constraints of weight and size. This gives you adequate field management for hot spots and blisters. It's vacuum packed and waterproof. You guys have seen that I've been doing a lot of vacuum packing of my kits lately, and I really like that technique. First of all, it makes everything tight and secure. It's a nice thin package, totally waterproof. If I actually have to use it, by the fact that I've opened it, when I come home, if I have an open package, that's going to tell me that I want to go through my kit contents, refit, and put it back into operational condition. This package measures about 4 by 5 inches, and it's just under ½ an inch thick. It weighs under 4 ounces. In this case, 3.6 ounces. So let's go through the kit contents here, and then I'll break it open and we'll take a look at it. Again, nice small package. 2 pairs of gloves, Spenco Second Skin, Spenco blister pads, antimicrobial wipes, some MoleFoam, 3 by 4 inches, MoleSkin thick, 3 by 4 inches, MoleSkin thin. This comes in strips about 1.5 inches by 3, but you can get it in bigger pieces. And some MoleSkin thin covered strips that are 3 by 4. A razor blade, safety pin, and alcohol pads. Now, if I were to add to this kit some optional high-grade upgrades that I would consider would be some little snap ampules of benzoin, tincture of benzoin. I have a few of those. I didn't put them in because I haven't found a reliable source for you guys to find them. I'm looking for that, and when I do, I'll post that. But that would be a nice high-grade upgrade, benzoin, and we can talk about how that's helpful for blisters later. Certainly is very good to help with sticking of the adhesive tape. Another upgrade that would be nice to put in here would be perhaps 3 feet of 2-inch or certainly 1.5 inch adhesive medical tape, and probably, I don't know, 2 feet or so of duct tape. Now, I carry that stuff in my pack elsewhere, and I didn't put it in this kit because this is taking care of most blisters for me in the field. But if you wanted to make a kit that has everything in it, those would be high-grade upgrades that I would add. Let's clear the deck here, and we'll break open this pack and go through how to use it. Packaged, and then I want to go over a quick demonstration of how to manage blisters, and then also just point out to you that, and I've been trying to do this on all my kits just to help out, but in the sidebar notes you'll find a clickable link where you can download the kit contents label, and I would print this on waterproof paper. You've seen me talk about the National Geographic Adventure paper. That's a nice waterproof paper that will make a durable label out in the field. And then I'm going to go over a little treatment algorithm for taking care of blisters in the field. It's called a Primer on Blister Management and Care. This is also a PDF document that's going to be available in a downloadable link. Just check out the sidebar notes. So most of these kits that I vacuum seal, I put a, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little notch cut out there, and that just makes it a little easier to open these kits. And of course, I'm having trouble with it today, and I think the reason is because I made this a very tight kit, and the seal is coming right up against the ALOKSAK package inside here. So I'm going to just stop for a second, get a pair of scissors, or you can certainly use a pocket knife, which I carry. Now I've got included in there is one of these ALOKSAK bags. I can then just seal that up, keep it in my pocket to continue caring for someone's blister or my blister, and then if I come home and it's looking like this out of the package, then that's going to be my cue to go through and refit the package. And again, if you end up doing any of these vacuum sealing, you've seen this little trick that I do where I take a piece of gauze, put it in the bag, which keeps the bag open and allows a vacuum track so that when I fold this over and put it in the vacuum sealer, that'll suck down this bag real tight and put a vacuum in the bag. So let's take a look what's inside the kit here. Probably the most useful thing in this kit are going to be these Spenco pre-fit and pre-cut blister pads. For most small blisters, these things will work great. But if you have a blister that's bigger, or perhaps say a more raw spot that you need to isolate, you're going to have some more firepower in this kit. Okay, here are the little thin MoleSkin cover strips, a razor blade, and a safety pin. Here is some medicated first aid pads, and these are basically antiseptic and anesthetic. So they'll give you a little bit of burn relief for those blisters that you have to open up. Again, all my medical kits, I like to throw in at least a pair or two of nitrile gloves. I think it's just good hygiene for yourself and the person you're taking care of to put on a pair of gloves. Maybe just a habit I developed at work. Here's alcohol pads. Now for big nasty blisters that are going to exceed the capability of these Spenco blister pads, this is going to be your main firepower right here. And I've actually had this in my bag for perhaps, I want to say 10 years. I'm pretty sure 10 years. I got this particular package at the Mountain Store in Yosemite. This is made by Spenco. It's called Second Skin, and it basically is, it has plastic on both sides that you peel off, and it is a very wet, hydrated gel that you can put on top of a blister that really cushions it and soothes it, and it decreases the friction which causes blisters and makes blisters worse. Spenco, and you can get it at REI and most outdoor stores. The nice thing is it comes in a sealable bag, and I just fold this down and keep it in my Ziploc bag, and it has stayed wet and moist. I've used one sheet. It came with 2 sheets in here, and again, this pack is 10 years old, so this is a great product. Okay, here is some thick MoleSkin and 2 sheets of thin MoleSkin. No big difference between the white and the tan, just a different product. And then one more little piece of gear that's going to be helpful. This is MoleFoam. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. It's a soft, cushiony foam that is adhesive on one side. This is great for making a cushioned donut to isolate a blister. And again, this is all packed in a 3x5 ALOKSAK bag with a waterproof label, and that label is a good way for me to know what's in the kit and how to replenish this kit. And if you open this up and you're out in the field, and I live in Oregon, it's always raining, or you have to consider it's going to rain sometime during your outing, this is never going to run or smear. It's always going to be a durable thing. And if I need to, I can make notes on the back. All right, let's go over how to use these items.